So this video is a bit of a rough one because I'm literally only home from England, what, 2-3 days? No, back on Monday. This is Wednesday. So yeah, the bike is it's still the way it was when I left it, when I came home. It was a long time. 790 miles all in over the 4 days, and as you can probably see in the next couple of clips, is the bike is rotten. So to really start, she just likes to go wherever she pleases. The chain was done when I left. It's pretty grotty, pretty dry. I always do forget to bring chain lube with me all the time. It is never, I remember it and I bring it and it's all nice and gleamy, but it's actually not too bad for what I was expecting. In behind here is probably where it was the worst. Up in front, no real difference. You know, it was raining for 90% of the journey, so I would say that the water did all the washing. Still haven't took this off from the boat 2 days ago because lazy. Also you get dead flies on the lights and stuff. But I did have a passenger. The girlfriend Lisa was on the bike for, well, when I was on the bike, so generally it did well. The seat was a bit of a cluster because she sits here, the spray's coming through this hole here, which then in turn spread her back, and as you can see by the boxes and then underneath, that it is absolutely honking. So it was really one of those trips that it was really good. I have got one of those Speed Angel Speedo Saver things on, but I need to replace it because it has started to fall off again, and they always do seem to fall off after a certain amount of time. But bike held up well. The tires, front tire takes a bit of a hammering. Coming up onto the markers on the front, but I have a thing that's happening in the next week where I've had to sign a, what is it they call it, an NDA, and I've had to sign my Motorway for a free set of tires. So yeah, I'm getting a free set of those in the next week or two, so I'm not really worried about the tire situation. I might actually keep the back because the back is actually, you see, there's the marker here. The back still has a lot of meat on it, even in the middle. She is a bit squared due to the fact that big passengers, or having a passenger and then having to ride on long English roads. But other than that, she deserves a bit of a clean. Let's start by taking these junkers off. Probably the best purchase I've ever had on a bike, that I can literally do that and drop that here. This one, I this was my fault. I was packing it away the other day and didn't close it properly. And then lift, and then bazinga. Yeah, so the boxes, I was going to get them covered, but the material on them, the plastic that it's covered in is, it releases like an oil, so anything you stick to it, the oil then unsticks it, and I don't want to be spending the guts of 50-60 quid on a wrap, or a customized wrap, for it to fall off. So what I'm actually going to do is see if I can get a grey set of doors. If I can get a grey set of doors, I'll swap them out, and then it makes it easier to stick because it's shinier. But if not, I'm going to basically paint them. And there's no other choice. I have to paint them to get them to the way I want them. So yeah, so underneath the Motorway, she be a cruel mistress. Everything's still nice and tight, everything still moves, you know. It is a great rack system, but the amount of rubbish that's on here is unreal. So we're going to get the spraying. Where my bike shelter is, it attracts spiders. Look at the size of that. That thing is about the size of a 10p piece. Don't even know why. Nobody, well, I know why nobody gets to the way, because it's fucking massive. So first things first, when I clean anything, is my mud buster. Give it a good hose down, because she is a dirty girl. I'll take that off in a second. I've only got 2 hands, so. Let's swap hands, because the hand that I've been accelerating with now is still a bit sore. Give everything a good coating. This is the first side done. Just on to do the second side. Just give everything a nice. Again, switch hands because it's sore. Gives everything a nice coating. I was for actually doing a video while I was away, but you get to the point where you enjoy a trip, or it's too wet, or you know, it's not pristine. We all know as motovloggers, sorry I'm juggling again, we all know as motovloggers that, well, nobody likes a rain video, and nobody likes videos where it's wet, and y'all can be a huffy bunch now and again. So I didn't really record anything. I was enjoying myself, so I just didn't. So normally give the in underneath a good soaking, because that's the bit that's worked the hardest. Get every last tiny bit out of the so I tend to let that dry in for about, well, not dry in, but tend to let it work for about 5 minutes, while I go and fill up a bucket of water, and the classic fairy liquid as well, because, well, every little helps. And we'll get to that next part. Oh dear, so tired. Always after a trip, always like the first 4 days after, dead to the world. It's just standard now. I've been on that many trips, and it's the same every single time. Make sure it's nice and foamy. So I'm not obviously going to show you me scrubbing the bike down, but she looks far better even with a wee rub over, which I'm not actually going down into the full nitty gritty, because it doesn't need it. It's just surface rubbish that you need to wash off, because it'll break stuff really. And with hopefully getting these tyres in the next couple of weeks. As long as it's clean, I'm not embarrassed to hand it over to anybody, so that's always the fast bit, because I don't like cleaning bikes. I would rather power hose them, but you know, I like to power hose bikes, you know. But everybody does it their own way. So next is on to the chain after I rinse it down. So it's looking a lot healthier. Looks a lot healthier. It's time to do the chain. I normally do the chain when I clean the bike because it's cleaning, so I may as well do it while I'm cleaning. I know everybody has their own ways of cleaning things, but like, I think for the past while I've just used that Ultimate Passion stuff that we've all seen on Facebook or on Instagram. That's the red wheel effect one. Just generally spray it on, let it get nasty. Same at the front. Same on the other side. So I'm not really sure what other people do. I mean, like, I just spray this on, let it sit for a bit, and then hit it with the hose for 5 minutes, because this is a, and I think I've said it before, this is a working bike. You know, we ain't got no summer warriors here, so we don't. So Ultimate Passion red wheel effect mumbo jumbo. It smells like voodoo. That's why I haven't got what I wanted, because I ain't got it down with me. Well, now I'll just have to good old WD-40 bath for the chain for now. I know it's not ideal, but hey, it's what I've got, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm finished. It's kind of been a low powered video, I know. I'm just ramping back up again. I have a rant video coming shortly after I film this. I'm going to film a rant video that I received an email about. Not happy with it. Shouldn't have happened, but you know, the reaction, you'll get it in the next video. But yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. If you have anything you want me to talk about, let me know as well. Don't forget, like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe, because what's happening with this bike, tire wise and other things wise, is all down to you guys helping me. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.
Incoming!